Hey, everybody. Happy Sunday. I hope your Sunday's been non eventful. Mine's been pretty slow and it's hot. Okay, I can't win. You see, I got a jacket on inside. I go outside, I feel like I'm going to burst into flames. Texas heat, right? Okay. Uh, of course, you saw my title, and this article is actually from June 20th, which was their Pride Month. Um, I just wanted to I know some people like myself, I avoid watching the news because it just stresses me out. There's a lot of things I just can't change, so I don't want to watch it. But um, okay, the title of the article is "Trans U.S. Veterans to be offered gender surgery for the first time." Okay, the U.S. government has announced it will offer gender confirmation surgery for transgender veterans through its health care coverage for the first time. Um, it's saying basically that the Veterans Affairs will be on the side of the trans veterans, whether it be male to female or female to male. Uh, Here it says previously hormone therapy and mental health services were covered, but not the actual surgeries. And I can attest to that. I actually get my hormone blockers, which I've been on for 2 years. I actually get my hormone blockers from the Veterans Affairs, and I do get my mental health, which I go to a regular therapist and I go to for my hormone blockers and all my female trans stuff. I actually have to go to what's called a psychotherapist. It's not as bad as the title implies. I'm not psycho or anything. Uh, okay, so YouTube doesn't kick my video off. I'm going to keep some of these terms kind of silly. Um, Confirmation surgery, also known to most of us as SRS, uh, is a wide variety and range of surgeries done to match the gender identity of the veteran or the person inflicted by the dysphoria. Uh, let's see. Okay, the National Center for Transgender Equality quotes a widely cited estimate that there are, okay, get this. So this number seems low to me, honestly. Uh, I think there's still a lot of trans males and females and LGBT not being counted. But it says there are more than 134,000 trans U.S. veterans and more than 15,000 trans people currently serving active duty in the armed forces. Now, when I say armed forces, I'm thinking they're counting all the branches as a whole. So, as you know, I've always stated that I wouldn't be political on here, but as you know, I did serve from 2001 to 2004. I originally signed up for 3 year contract, um, and then Operation Iraqi Freedom happened, and I ended up getting stop loss. So I actually did 4 years instead of three. Um, and by the time it happened, I had basically decided that the military was not going to be a lifelong career for me, so I got out. Uh, I had previously been diagnosed with gender dysphoria before the service 2 other times out by civilian therapists. I've got documentation. I blew it off and just went on doing what I had to do as the guy things every day for most of my life. Um, there are a lot of people, especially on Facebook and some of the other veteran Facebook groups, and even in public here that I know, they disagree with the military and they disagree with the Veterans Affairs offering this to us. I say us to trans veterans, and you know, I don't get how me being a trans female inflicts any freedom of violations on you. Uh, I don't see how me being a trans female can ruin your life. You know, um, you don't pay my bills, you don't feed me, so why do you care what I do with me? Um, because the veteran affairs has been talked about so much in the past. A lot of veterans that are getting out of service, myself included, with you hear all these horror stories about the veterans affairs. Okay, yeah, there's some bad stories out there, and they do happen. But and unfortunately, word of mouth between veterans and just in general population sometimes seems to be stronger than actually fact checking with real facts about something. Okay, yeah, I've heard all the other horror stories from older veterans. The VAs does this. They, they're you go in there and they may pull the wrong tooth when they said they're going to pull this one or mixture charge stuff. And yeah, actually that stuff happens. But every clinic, every VA medical center is different. You will never get the same scenario at any clinic, any Veterans Affairs hospital you go to. When I first got out, honestly, the VA was a struggle. I had a lot of problems I couldn't explain, and I felt like nobody wanted to hear me. But here's what I figured out. I thought they were against me. I thought they didn't want to treat me for anything, not just my dysphoria, anything. They were not the problem. I was the one that was in a hurry to figure out what was wrong with me. I was the one with the anger issue. I was the one that they couldn't do anything fast enough for. And when I figured that out and I calmed down and I was more receptive to the doctors and to the therapists and to the clerks behind the counter just trying to do their job, which some of those are veterans too, I realized that they were pretty cool people. Have I switched doctors a few times? Yes, because I had two older doctors. I felt like all they wanted to do was hand me pills, and and they were old fashioned doctors. They weren't. They seemed more like they belonged in like a mom and pop uh, pharmacy environment in some little town somewhere, not a big VA clinic where they see thousands of veterans a day. They've got multitudes of problems from deployments, ailments, you know, just I don't explain stuff that veterans tend to get from years of service, whether it be 3, 4, 5, or 20 or 30 years. We being veterans tend to come out with unexplained stuff. We pick it up in the field when we do exercises. A lot of us come out with bad feet, especially if you're in the Army or the Marine Corps. You do a lot of running. 8 miles will do a lot of damage to your feet over 4 years. PT tests, carrying rucksacks in the desert. It's gonna tear at your body eventually. And I guess kind of like my message yesterday in my short video I did. If you're a veteran, if you're a trans veteran, and you're struggling with dysphoria or you're struggling with physical problems or psychological problems or unexplained rashes or anything like that, stuff like I have not have. Don't listen to other people. They're not the ones that are taking care of you. You need to take care of yourself. So call it false pride, call it you're just too lazy to go do it for yourself. Call it whatever you want. If you need help, you need help. Reach out. If you got to reach out to a friend that makes more sense than this other friend, if they find out, so what? If they're your friend, they're going to be behind you and tell you, hey, there's something wrong. That doesn't sound right. You don't look good. You seem depressed. Go. Don't worry about what other people think about what you're doing. And that same aspect comes around. to people like myself and people like you out there maybe watching my video right now. People are worried about what others are doing. They're the same people. The people that are worried about what you're doing right now are the ones that go home. Their finances are a mess. Their kids hate them. Their wife wants to leave, but she won't. You know? So before you tell anybody else on this planet what they shouldn't be doing, or how they should dress, or how they should talk, what equals feminization, what equals masculinity, get your cars in order, get your house in order first. And even then, just leave people alone. But the baseline of this is there's a lot of expansion with the LGBT community. I'm proud to see the VA stepping up on this. I think I saw another article that said across the country there's over 2,000 LGBT community members from trans to non-binary to queer that are sitting in positions of power, from governors to senators to Congress, women and men. Our prevalence as a community is becoming a little bit bigger. And with anything, the only way to advance better health care for us as a whole is to be recognized. And for a long time, we haven't been recognized as stable human beings. I guess is the term I've heard and read so much online. And I'm human. I'm breathing. I have emotions, good and bad. I'm tough. I'm tough. I'm gentle. I'm everything. I'm not scared to show either side. So. But anyway, I think that's big news, and I just wanted to kind of share it with you. And I read it straight out of the article, so I know it. I know it to be pretty concrete fact. I didn't sit here and just decide I was going to tell you something. I actually read it. I read through it last night. I kind of skimmed through and just kind of gave you a short version. So if you're a veteran, or if you're an LGBT veteran, hang in there. Over the past 5-6 years, I can honestly tell you the treatment I get at the clinics for the VA is better. The processing time for appointments is better. They're still kind of lagging behind. They're still backlogged on like the comp pen, stuff like that. And just so you know, I was what they call a VSO for 5 years, which is a veteran service officer. My job during that time frame was actually to help veterans initiate and to repeal claims through the VA. I did that for 5 years, and over that 5 years, I saw over 3,600 veterans, easy. Ranging from age 22 all the way up to like 81, 82 years old. I even met a couple of World War II vets, which is pretty spectacular. So, okay, well, to all my veteran bros and sisters out there, hang in there. It'll get better. To all my brothers, sisters, male to female, vice versa, hang in there. It's getting better. They haven't set concrete dates on when all this is going to occur. It is the federal government, and stuff takes time. I did see another article the other day that said they were putting together an advisory board for the Veterans Affairs. So I'm thinking that's the next step after that big announcement. And then once they get the advisory committee together from there, they'll probably have one more committee they'll put together, and then they'll start. I'm pretty sure they'll start implementing SOPs, and it'll trickle out to the hospitals, probably to the clinics first and then to the hospitals, or vice versa. So hang in there. The help is coming. Now, me, I personally, if they decide to offer the facial feminization, I may figure out a way to do it outside of the VA. That's just my personal choice. Um, I've been trying to get this bilateral orodectomy. If they offer at the VA and will offer that, I will definitely do that. And when I get that, I'm hoping it'll be mid August. Is what I was told about a week ago. So and I can't stream live, but I was thinking if the VA will let me when I go in there, I'm probably going to record on my phone camcorder just segments and the non-gross parts. I might post those on here. So okay, I'm gonna let you get back to your Sunday afternoon. Everybody just kind of chill today. Try to try to breathe. Tomorrow's the start of the work week, so get ready to get back at it. All right, I've been Savannah Storm. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.